But we ain't fucking with emotions. We just, man, just do that shit just to do it. We can hit a bitch, never talk to her.
Right. And we
girl
know
doing that shit.
And I feel like I found someone who uplifts me.
For years, people thought Latto and 21 Savage were just cool industry friends, nothing more. But things exploded when fans noticed something real suspicious. Matching vacation pics popped up from Puerto Rico. Different angles, same background, same vibes. It didn't take a detective to figure out what was really going on. And just when things were heating up online, 21 Savage fumbled hard. He posted a pic of Latto on his story with the caption, "No makeup, damn you fine." Then, boom, deleted it like it never happened. But the internet never forgets. That one slip had fans going crazy, piecing together every crumb like a full-on investigation. But here's where the whole thing took a sharp left turn. Turns out 21 Savage was married the entire time. Yep, while everyone was shipping him and Latto, dude had a whole wife at home. Her name? Kiana. A super low-key woman who never chased fame, never flaunted on the gram, just raising their kids and staying out of the mess. Once her name leaked, she shut down her social media fast, like Fort Knox level lockdown. That was her saying loud and clear, "Don't bring that drama my way." And then, the scandal got even messier. Word on the street is Latto knew he was married the whole time, but that didn't stop her from staying close. Fans noticed she started throwing slick shots at Kiana in her songs, and that set the internet on fire. People called her out, calling her a salty side chick, and the hate came fast. But it didn't stop there.
I don't do all the antics and I don't got a celebrity girlfriend. I'm not finna be out everywhere. I'm not dropping music every other week. I'm not going on live talking about every other week. Nah, me and Nas been talking about making music on my kids way before all that shit. We been like figuring out how we was gonna do a song before this on my mama. I been had his number. He been telling me he was a fan of my shit. I been telling him the same thing before all this shit happened, bro. That's why he didn't take what I said in no disrespectful way, because he knew what I was trying to say, because I'm not.
Latto went a step further and reportedly even got 21 Savages. Latto took it way past subtle when she got Shaw, 21 Savage's real last name, tattooed behind her ear. Yeah, she branded herself with his name. When Hollywood Unlocked posted the pic, word is Latto's team scrambled to clean it up, even trying to pay to have it taken down. But it was already out there. Too late. The internet eats that kind of stuff for breakfast. Meanwhile, Kiana, the quiet wife in all this, kept her cool. But fans noticed something. Her Instagram bio changed from Kiana Joseph, mother of two, to just mother of two. That small switch, it said everything. It was her silent mic drop. She was done playing nice in the background. Then the whispers started. Folks said Kiana had quietly filed for divorce, and that right there could be a major hit to 21 Savage, because he's not a US citizen. If Kiana really walked away, his immigration status could be hanging by a thread. Deportation might actually be on the table. But just as everyone was still stuck on the Latto 21 situation, boom, another bombshell landed. 21 Savage allegedly cheated on Latto with another woman named C, and it wasn't low-key either. He reportedly flew her out to Dubai for a whole luxury vacation. Wild, right? Latto didn't take that lightly. Rumors say she flipped out and even sent threats to C, warning her to back off. But here's the twist. People started pointing out the irony. Because if Latto really stole 21 from his wife, she just lost him the same way. You know how it goes. You lose him how you got him. And just when it felt like the drama couldn't go any deeper, boom again. Rumors started flying about an explicit video of Latto and 21 Savage. No one knows if it was leaked by accident or dropped on purpose. But once it started circulating, people were quick to assume it was a revenge move. Some fans believe Latto may have leaked it herself, either for clout or pure payback. Some people think that explicit tape was a straight-up clout move. Others believe it was a total accident. But either way, that leak turned the drama into a full-blown circus. And in the middle of it all, 21 Savage kept claiming he was innocent. Over and over again, he denied being with Latto, said his marriage was solid and he was madly in love with his wife. But let's be real, actions always speak louder than those smooth words. Meanwhile, Latto wasn't exactly hiding her emotions. Her cryptic posts on social media had people guessing every other day. Plus, she took subtle shots at Kiana in her lyrics. Fans started catching on and weren't having it. Instead of sympathy, they were calling Latto out, saying she looked pressed and straight up desperate for attention. So now the big question is, what's the situation today? Surprisingly, 21 Savage and Kiana are still together, at least on paper. And guess what? Word is he finally locked in that green card. That alone had fans speculating hard, thinking maybe he'd dip out on Kiana now that he didn't need her anymore. But so far, he's still there, still married, still posting like nothing happened. As for Latto, she's trying to bounce back, staying focused on her music, her image, and keeping it pushing. But even now, whispers about her time with 21 still follow her like a shadow. And let's be real, in the world of hip-hop gossip, that kind of stain don't fade quick. But here's where things take a darker twist. Insiders started spilling tea that Latto wasn't just heartbroken, she was plotting. One alleged source claimed she'd been reaching out to blogs, trying to plant stories about 21 Savage's secret lifestyle behind closed doors. Word on the street? She was sitting on receipts that could wreck his whole brand. And let's not forget, in the middle of all this chaos, 21 started acting different too. He went ghost on socials, stopped posting personal content, and suddenly shifted focus to positive energy and family values. Fans were like, huh? Where was all that energy when the internet was dragging your name through the mud? But Kiana? She remained a mystery. No rants, no interviews, no shade, just silence. And that silence? It had people shook. Some even think she's playing the long game, quietly building her own case, maybe even getting those legal ducks in a row behind the scenes. Because if she really does walk away, she's walking away with power. Meanwhile, whispers started flying that 21, and Latto had been secretly linking up again. But this time, with NDAs involved. Allegedly, they were trying to keep it hush-hush to avoid any more blowback. But in this digital age, nothing stays hidden for long. At this point, fans are split. Some say Latto should have walked away the minute she knew he was married. Others claim she got played just like everyone else. But one thing's for sure, this triangle's still messy and nobody's really come out clean. Just when everyone thought the storm was calming down, a new twist flipped everything on its head. Screenshots allegedly leaked from a group chat where 21 Savage's own friends were clowning him for the whole Latto situation. According to the convo, some were saying he got too comfortable, bragged too much, and let the side chick think she was the main one. Oop. And here's the wildest part. The messages hinted that this wasn't his first time doing something like this. One message read, "Bro been moving sloppy for years. This one just got loud." That had fans thinking, what else is 21 hiding? Meanwhile, Latto started popping up at exclusive events, alone, but still flexing hard. Expensive jewelry, designer fits, private jets. She looked unbothered, but people couldn't help but ask, who's funding the glow up now? Rumors sparked that she might have linked with another mystery industry heavyweight, someone even bigger than 21, but she kept things tight-lipped. At the same time, Kiana was spotted leaving a courthouse in Atlanta, alone. No lawyer, no security, no distractions. That one blurry pic was enough to send social media into a frenzy. Was she filing for full custody, divorce, a restraining order? Nobody knows for sure. But the streets started talking fast. And through all this, 21 Savage dropped a few cryptic bars in a surprise track, rapping about snakes that smile and a queen who ain't loyal. Fans instantly tried decoding the lyrics. Was he throwing shots at Latto, Kiana, both? Now here's where the streets really started buzzing. Fans began digging deeper into 21 Savage's travel records. And what they found had people shocked. Turns out there were huge gaps in his timeline that didn't match up with his family man image. Folks online started connecting the dots and claiming that he had been flying out to see not one, but two other women across the country. All while Kiana was holding things down at home. One woman, allegedly based in Houston, even posted a pic of a very familiar chain on her story, and fans were quick to notice it matched the one 21 wears everywhere. The caption? "Real ones move in silence." Yeah, it didn't stay silent for long. Meanwhile, Latto posted a now-deleted tweet that said, "Imagine being loyal to someone who gave everybody a turn." No names were mentioned, but the internet ate it up. Everyone assumed it was aimed at 21 Savage, and once again, her mentions blew up with drama. And while all this was popping off, Kiana made one bold move that nobody expected. She followed a popular divorce attorney on Instagram. That one simple follow sent fans spiraling, and it looked like the quiet wife might be gearing up to go full Savage herself. The pressure's rising from every angle. Legal problems, relationship mess, and now a growing list of women tied to 21's name. Latto's trying to play it unbothered. Kiana's moving in silence, and 21? He's out here acting like none of it matters. But the truth? This whole thing's a ticking time bomb, and it might blow up real soon. Right when people thought it couldn't possibly get more chaotic, boom. A mysterious burner account popped up on X, formerly Twitter, spilling alleged insider info about Latto, 21 Savage, and Kiana. The account, which racked up thousands of followers overnight, started posting cryptic threads claiming to have screenshots, voice notes, and receipts that would shake the whole industry. And guess what? Some of the info actually lined up with previous rumors. One thread claimed Latto had been silently blackballed by certain artists after word spread about her involvement in the 21 drama. The post hinted that she'd been dropped from a major collab last minute because the label didn't want that type of heat. Latto hasn't confirmed it, but she's been unusually quiet, and fans are noticing. And as for 21 Savage? Another rumor started swirling that he might be preparing to speak out. Not with a tweet, not with an interview, but with a whole documentary. Word is, he's been in talks to drop a tell-all mini-doc about his come-up, his immigration struggles, and yep, his relationship chaos. Real personal stuff. Kiana, on the other hand, has become something of a quiet icon online. People are calling her the blueprint for how to move when the whole world is watching. No clout chasing, no public breakdowns, just silence and strategy. And that silence? It's making her even more powerful in the eyes of the public. Now everyone's just waiting for the next shoe to drop. Who's gonna speak first? Who's got the real receipts? And is someone about to get fully exposed? As if things weren't already a complete mess. Now, a former assistant allegedly tied to Latto has come forward with claims that could flip everything upside down. In a now-deleted post, the assistant hinted that Latto kept a secret folder full of screenshots, texts, and voice recordings tied to her time with 21 Savage. And it wasn't just sweet nothings either. The post said, if she ever dropped that folder, careers would crash overnight. Say what? This set the internet on fire. Fans instantly started begging Latto to drop the folder, while others warned her to lawyer up. Because if those files do exist, she's holding nuclear-level receipts. And let's be honest, at this point, everyone wants to see what's hiding in that folder. Meanwhile, 21 Savage's team is scrambling. Rumors say his management has been reaching out to bloggers, trying to keep a lid on anything that might leak. But people are already speculating that a legal battle could be brewing behind the scenes, especially if any of that material crosses into defamation territory. But the biggest twist? Latto just announced a new surprise single dropping next Friday, and fans are convinced it's a diss track. The teaser? A photo of a burning British passport with the caption, "No loyalty. No papers." That's a direct shot if we've ever seen one. Kiana still silent, still unbothered. But she just posted a quote that said, "The loudest ones always fall first. No names, no drama, just vibes." And that alone sent the internet into detective mode all over again. She's still out the spotlight, playing her cards in silence. And honestly, that might be the realest power move of all. No messy rants, no back and forth, just quiet strength. Sometimes silence is the loudest clap back. And that's the tea. This whole saga? Straight out of a movie. Lies, secrets, betrayal, and public meltdowns left and right. But now it's your turn to weigh in. Do you really believe 21 Savage cheated on Latto with City? Or was that all just internet noise? And what about that leaked video? Accident, revenge, or straight up clout chasing? Plus, where does Kiana stand in all this? Is she quietly preparing her next move, or just walking away with the last laugh? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We need to hear what y'all think about this mess. And if you're locked in with us, don't forget to hit that like button, smash subscribe, and share this video with someone who's been following the drama. We've got even more wild stories coming your way. And trust, it only gets crazier from here. See you in the next video.